Have you heard of this Jodi Arias woman?
She's gonna, everything that she has coming to her, she needs to get. Let her burn.
You see so much manipulation, so many lies, and so many con artists in here. This is just like a snake pit.
I've been doing this so long, you'd think I would learn, you know?
It's the same old thing every day. It's a hard way to live.
Jail is terrible. It's no place to be. But, you know, we keep making the decisions to come back.
Fina, F-I-N-A, and Dean, D-E-A-N, Fina Dean. I'm here for home invasion. Yeah, I got 8 different charges, from kidnapping to armed robbery to burglary and first degree. My whole family's been incarcerated since I've been a kid. My mom, my dad, everybody.
Your mom?
Yeah, my mom's doing 18 years right now in Pearville.
For what?
She has 2 more years left for the same charges as me. Home invasion, I got about 8 different charges.
Okay, no, wait. Was this the one with $100,000 worth of electronics equipment?
He put down electronics, but it was a drug rig. It was a dope dealer.
Oh, so you robbed a dope dealer.
We robbed a dope dealer,
Now,
so he couldn't call the cops and say we robbed his dope.
So here's the thing I wouldn't do is rob a dope dealer.
Well, most of them don't call the cops.
I would not rob a dope dealer because you will either go to jail or get killed.
Killed, yeah.
I mean,
What about a regular person?
no, I don't hit innocent people.
Fina Dean is a dangerous woman, and it's very important to remember the facts of her crime. This crime is just the latest in a very lengthy resume. She broke into a home, tied up the victim with cables, then stabbed the victim in the back with a sword she found in the home, then left him for dead on the floor while she and her accomplice stole nearly $100,000 of electronic equipment. All this got her charges of first-degree burglary, kidnapping, armed robbery, ag assault. All of these are felonies, so don't be fooled.
Angelina Key, it's A-N-G-E-L-I-N-A-K-E-Y. I got 9 years for being at the wrong place at the wrong time. So, and it happens. Hang around the wrong people, you know, it happens. It initially started, I was robbed, and instead of calling the cops, I took matters in my own hands and kicked open the door and assaulted people inside. So that's how it all began. I got placed on IPS because of it. Then they kept coming to my house.
Who kept coming to your house?
My IPS officer kept coming to the house and would do surprise searches, and he found a gun in my home that was inside of my drawer, which was strictly for protection, you know, because I obviously am gay and have 2 women living in a home. The neighborhood at the time that we moved in was not that great, so they came in and found it, so they got me for possessing a gun by a prohibited person.
She is about to start serving a 9-year sentence. She pled guilty to second-degree burglary. She entered a home, stole about $1,000 worth of belongings that she planned to sell. But a Phoenix, Arizona police chopper spotted her overhead. She fled the scene, hiding in the laundry room of a nearby apartment complex where she was arrested. She pled guilty to giving a false report to law enforcement, dangerous drug violations, and marijuana.
I'm Armithia Burks, A-R-M-I-T-H-E-A, Burks, B-U-R-K-S. Yes, I was sentenced about a month ago, and I'll be getting out here shortly.
What are you in for?
An accident. An aggravated assault with a deadly weapon that I did not do.
What possessed you to do it with a cigarette? What did he do to get the burn?
He just, he aggravated me and provoked me so much.
What did he do? I gotta get
He
this.
went in there and he got liquor, and I hadn't been drinking for a while. I no longer wanted to have the a notion to want to drink anymore. I wanted to get my life together and get in church, and he just is an alcoholic. He just came with that drug abuse and that alcohol abuse and brought it back here.
What are you doing with him?
I thought that he was willing to change his life also, as I was, so I allowed him to come here after me.
Armethea Burks, a mother of 5, and now, after a criminal history with 3 separate cocaine charges, possession of stolen property, obstruction of law enforcement, even prostitution, she's looking at hard jail time for aggravated assault. After she gets into a fight with her boyfriend at the Walmart and burns him in the back of the head with a cigarette, threatens to stab him with a knife, cuts him on the hand as well as the chest. That could have been a murder. And now, 5 children are without a mother.
My name's Marissa Level, Marissa Level, aka Pineapple. I've got 4 charges. I've got an aggravated robbery, dangerous. I've got credit card theft.
Okay.
And then I've got resisting arrest and tampering with evidence. Those were my 4 original charges. I've already signed my plea, and I'm going to prison for 4 years for the aggravated robbery.
Marissa Level is no stranger to the legal system. She's a mother of twins, and her parental rights have been completely severed. She can no longer see her own children. Why? Well, she's already convicted for possession of drugs, an aggravated DUI. Now, she's looking at another aggravated assault charge after she goes into the home of an acquaintance, steals a credit card, pulls a knife on him, and when he tries to stop her, she challenges him to come at her. Coupled with the ag assault, theft of the credit card, resisting arrest, tampering with evidence. The evidence? It's a bag of heroin. According to her complaint, she either swallowed it or threw it away while fighting with police officers.
My name's Rosalinda Leon, Rosaleon, Rosa Leon.
I've been in and out since about 2006. Age of 25, I started messing up. I got into drugs really bad with the boyfriend, and it hasn't been the same. I got 3 children, 2 in CPS and 1 on the way.
I'm on probation for aggravated assault, non-dangerous, non-repetitive, and I just picked up a
But I mean, what happened?
trespassing. A lady, I was hanging on poster boards. This is the truth. I was hanging on poster boards, and I was high on some crystal meth and started acting, singing like Cyndi Lauper or Madonna, and like I usually do. And it was really dumb, and she accused me, it's all over a guy. She accused me of telling her I was gonna kill her with the hammer. And I said, that's almost attempted murder. Do you think I'm crazy? I wasn't raised like that. And I told the cops, but the cops were like, you're high anyways, you know, you need to go in. But I didn't know they were gonna put me down for aggravated assault. Well, upon that was a July arrest. Upon that, that's when I lost custody of my kids, because here they don't transport you to the CPS meetings.
Rosa Leon, a mother of 2, has a 3rd baby on the way. She described her battle with drugs to me, but you gotta remember, she threatened to kill a woman while wielding a hammer, screaming, I'm going to kill you, you effing Chicana, and now she's facing ag assault charges. That's just the latest in a very long list of crimes on her rap sheet. Yes, she's a mother of 2 with a 3rd child on the way, a child who's probably going to be born behind bars. Before tackling motherhood, she needs to deal with her own issues. Will she lose yet a 3rd child?
Who is here for the killing? I know somebody is. Who is it? You? Daddy's girl? Was this about the marijuana? Okay, medical marijuana. First of all, who's sick?
I'm prescribed marijuana.
For what?
For my chronic body pains and different things.
Stephanie Conley may not look like someone accused of murder, but allegedly, when Conley goes out to buy marijuana, a dispute breaks out, and it leaves one person dead with multiple stab wounds, and Conley facing charges of murder 1. Now, she's pled guilty to marijuana in 2010. Now she's heading to trial for murder.
We are here in Arizona in the Estrella jail. A lot of people have asked, why did I travel all the way to Arizona. I'm very interested in Jodi Arias. I want to find out where she is every day and what she does every day. I have to find out what you think about Arias, if anything.
I know this probably makes me different, or maybe that's why I feel this evil thing, but I'm like, like, what the hell did he do to her?
She's a sick
You just don't
individual.
go do that to her.
She's
you just
sick.
you just don't do that to a human being.
Whatever happened back then, you know, that had her mind corrupted like that, I'll never know, but she's an amazing woman. She really is.
What I'm hoping is that she's projecting from her higher power now, that she wants to be more like him.
Have any of y'all been watching the trial?
I followed his newspaper.
Do you think she should have taken the stand?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
She should not have.
Listen, word to the wise.
She incriminated herself.
Has anybody come into contact with her?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, why?
She likes to
Someone
sing.
else. Why?
She does sing. She sings really good.
She's really beautiful.
She's an amazing person.
Why do you say that?
Because she is. She's changed, you know. And I don't know, it could be a facade. You know, for all I know, it could be a facade because she's in here, you know.
She takes on a personality of what she thinks you want her to be like. And she said as much on the stand, that whatever the man in her life was, that she would be like a chameleon and she would become like that. And so I'm just very interested in what she projects behind bars.
I've never talked to her because I just look at her distance because I didn't really care for her. I don't know her, so
That's interesting that you said that you didn't really care for her. Why do you say that?
I mean, I don't know her, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
A woman just does not go to the man you love and just totally do some crazy
Well,
outrageous
he was
stuff.
going to take another woman to Cancun.
Well, that's nothing. I
know,
mean, who
but
knows what really happened, though?
Why do you have to
She was
stab him in
mad.
the
She was
back
angry.
9 times?
Nobody knows the real story, though. Nobody does. Only God and her and that man that's dead.
I get up thanking the Lord for another day. I get up thinking that I haven't got a letter or a call or someone.
We basically get up for medications, for breakfast. Then we have free time.
I clean like every morning. I have a bunkie. We switch off cleaning.
I take my shower and read. I read my Bible after my shower.
The only television we're allowed to watch here is the Food Network. So some girls watch that, some walk around in circles, you know, trying to get exercise.
Really, I just walk around or write or draw. I like to play spades because it keeps you busy during the day.
I come out and play cards or whatever and communicate with the other inmates.
My day is immersed in enjoying the company of women that I never thought that I would be interested or intrigued by. And just eat chow and watch the Food Channel, all this good food you can't eat.
Then, you know, at 5 o'clock, we get our chow for dinner, and then medications again, and we go to sleep and start it all over again the next day. It's the same old thing every day.
We wake up every day and do the same thing over.
One day is like the next here.
It's the same thing every day, just for months at a time.
How long does it take you to get over having to go to the bathroom in front of everybody?
I'm so comfortable now, it does not even faze me.
I'm like, yeah, stay out the room. You see the doors shut,
it's
then
weird.
just stay down
I guess
there.
it's just different.
It's so crazy because I'll like undress in front of my roommate and everything and not care. I mean, totally nude, you know, and not even care, but I won't go to the bathroom with her in there. It's so crazy. I'm like, Bunky, you gotta go.
And you gotta have the baby powder and be like, clean the room out.
Yeah.
Well, man, with you being pregnant,
If I-
you don't
if I
really have
have
a
my
choice.
bunkie
You
for a
gotta
long
go when
time.
you gotta go.
It's gotten a lot easier, but when I first started coming to jail, and the first time I went to prison, it was like,
they're not in the comfort of their own home, and so the cell is their home. That's their living area 24/7, and so basically their cell represents them. And a lot of the females here are super sensitive to cleanliness, and it's kind of known amongst each other that you need to be really clean or you're not going to do well here.
I'm real particular on who lives with me. Like, most of the officers know that. I won't live with somebody that doesn't clean or doesn't shower. I'm really big on that. Has hair everywhere. I can't do hair. Who spits in the sink? Like, that's a no-no.
You know, it's a little messy right now, but basically, you know, just keep magazines on your side, your paperwork. I don't really do much writing, although I do receive mail, but I don't really care too much for writing. And then my roommate does the same down here. She's a little more neater than I am, so she keeps her stuff in her little bag down there underneath, so. And then we share the same, obviously the same toilet and the same sink. We share the desk.
Pregos get the bottom bunk, so we sleep on the bottom, especially when we're pregnant. We get food, cheese and bread and a fruit. We have to drink lots of bottled water, so we keep the old soda bottles. We get our prenatals. We get Jesus and stuff like that. We can have some books. Keep our paperwork under here, and pray in our dreams will get let out.
I keep my room neat just because it's like, it's so small. You don't like to not know where your stuff is at, you know, and it's hard. It's just easier when everything's just in one place all the time, and then you don't have to worry about, I don't have a bunkie now, so I just like to know where everything's at, but when I do have a bunkie, then I'm even more aware of where my things are because I'm like, oh, I don't want this lady to be in my stuff, you know, so.
Yeah, I've had problems with roommates, but I just kick them out. I guess that's the best way you can say, you gotta go. You mean I can tell them one time, but if they don't want to do it, they gotta go. That's just how I do it. And the officers here are pretty good. As long as you don't like go all out and go crazy or fight them and you tell them there's an issue. I've been telling this girl over and over again, it's just not working out. If there's an empty cell, they pretty much move on.
Thomas is going into 100.
We're in the control tower of the housing unit, and this is basically the hub of it all. All the doors open and close from in here. One officer stays in here at all times. The officer that's in here at all times keeps a visual on the officers that are doing the walks and looking at the inmates and making sure that the inmates aren't doing anything they're not supposed to.
The jail isn't supposed to be good, you know, but I mean, there are people here for people that are for the first time. It is what it is. Get from it what you can. It's horrible. The food is disgusting.
I think the food here is one of the worst parts for me. Increments of 12 hours between meals, I mean, really.
I ate the food here. Wow. It was not bad.
Yeah, but you don't have to eat that. What did you eat? Did you eat the flop?
Did Arpaio give me a rigged meal?
What did he give you?
Yeah, what did he eat?
I had fresh bread, like a hunk.
No, that's good.
It was like a hunk. I had peanut butter. That peanut butter was good.
Stay for night time.
It is good. Yeah.
How was your fruit? Was your fruit rotten?
I didn't open the fruit. It was a big old orange.
Yours was a big old
I thought you were talking about the dinner.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about dinner.
I'm going to give Arpaio hell on this. He gave me a fake lunch.
Yeah, you didn't have
Okay, what's the dinner?
You didn't eat
slop.
When you're upstairs.
You actually call it slop.
Yeah, it's called slop.
Was anybody here raised on a farm?
No.
Okay, I was raised in farmland, and I know what real slop is when you slop the pigs.
No,
Okay,
your slop
they
is probably
actually call
seasoned.
this slop. Okay, what is it?
Take a Salisbury steak dinner and
No,
cut
it does
it
not.
up.
That is
And
so
no
not
salt,
true.
no
Probably good
pepper,
to some.
nothing. Potatoes on the side, or just regular beans with
She's
no
making
salt,
it
no
sound
pepper.
real good. No, it's
and
not.
that's it.
Yeah, no, it's not. That's because she eats it. That's because she eats it, so she's convinced herself
But
of that.
what else can you eat?
Commissary.
But that's just junk food.
It's all right, we make stuff.
Wait a minute, you make stuff like what?
Popcorn
Sloppy
burritos.
bags.
What is a popcorn burrito?
It tastes like egg, so it's like a sausage egg burrito. You soften the popcorn where it looks like scrambled eggs. You put it in the burrito with some cheese and some pork rinds, and then some hot pretzel.
I'll cook for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's
That whole
good.
meal costs you like $10 to $12.
What do you eat?
I eat menudo, or I put chickens, the sausage log, popcorn, chicharrones, and I put a little bit of cheese and I mix it all together and make a burrito. Or menudo, you get the chicharrones
It's all about the sloppy
and
bag.
the pretzels, and you put, like, you get cheese, you squeeze it in with hot water and mix it together, and you pour it in and you let it soak for a little bit, and you eat menudo.
Put some hot sausage chub in with it.
Yeah.
And you get all this from the commissary?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can do so much. You can make
And you
sweet
can
and
have chicken in
sour
there.
with the jelly and the
Yeah.
ketchup, and you mix it together, and you put it in with rice and like
orange
over your rice.
Orange chicken.
But the jelly and the oranges or the orange Kool-Aid flavor?
So it's like chicken meat,
Yeah.
like they do too.
And you put orange Kool-Aid in
Sweet and
it,
spicy.
and you let it marinate for a little while, and then you put that into your rice that you get out of the tray at night.
Sometimes they give us mixed vegetables and a pouch of that tuna with the rice and the mixed vegetables.
The food that we get sometimes is rotten and moldy, and half the time people are throwing it away because it's no good. It's not fit to be eaten.
Do you have kids or?
I do. Fortunately, I was responsible enough of a parent to give my children up and let somebody else parent them and be a mother to them, because I was in no position to be that. I was selfless by giving my kids that, but I was selfish as being a dope fiend. I didn't have time for my kids, to put it honestly, you know, and I didn't have the capacity within myself to love my children the way they deserve to be loved.
Okay, here's my first question. How do you stand being away from your family? I mean, how do you do that?
It's tough.
It is.
It's very difficult. So that's the most toughest thing for myself.
I'm used to it.
Why?
My whole family's been incarcerated since I've been a kid.
Do any of your children come to see you?
No, I have 5 children. I have twins too. And one of my
Lord
twins
in
have
heaven.
the baby.
You have
Yeah.
5 children.
Yeah, my kids are grown and I have the 5-year-old baby. My children
Who's
are grown.
and the baby?
And my baby, the 5-year-old, is with my 20-year-old that I came here to visit in Arizona. So she has my 5-year-old.
But how do you stand being away from your children?
That's hard.
I'm so used to the one that's been abandoned in my life, and I just it's by the grace and mercy of God. This time around I abandoned. So, and I'm the one who's used to being abandoned, and I abandoned my family this time. So I feel really horrible.
For me, it's very difficult. Due to my circumstances, I don't have my mother's phone number. I don't have contact with my brother. I very barely have contact with my stepfather. So not having my freedom and being able to call anyone I want to, when I want to, is one of the hardest parts. It's extremely lonely to feel like you have no one. And when you're watching everybody else in the pod get on the phone and call their family, and you don't have one to call, is heartbreaking. So I think that's something that a lot of women here experience, because not all of us have families with money. Not all of us have families that write us.
You have a little ink. Let me see it.
An E and a T for my twins.
For your twins.
Yeah.
8 years old. Is it boy, girl?
A boy and a girl.
Are you going to try to get them back?
My rights have been severed. My rights were severed in October, but the foster mother is very kind, and she lets me maintain a relationship with my children, and my stepdad sees them often. So.
Do you like the mom?
Yeah, I've been writing to my kids specifically. I don't write letters to her, but that's a very good idea. I should probably work on that.
I said, do you like her?
Oh yeah, she's wonderful. She's amazing.
I've been doing this for like 33 years of my 58 living. I'm not proud to say that. And I know my daughters, I'm very lucky that they don't despise me or, you know, just literally not acknowledge me. I'm very lucky for that.
Came in here when I was pregnant. I did like my whole pregnancy here. They released me and they gave me a chance and I did really good. And then probably about 2 years after being out, I relapsed. And it took me 4 months to come back in here. I got a 12-year-old and a 3-year-old.
Girls, boys?
I got my 12-year-old is a girl and my 3-year-old is a boy.
And do you get to see them?
I get to see my little boy. Yeah, but since what custody I'm at, he has to be behind glass, and it's kind of the waiting just to get into visitation sometimes is so packed, he doesn't have enough patience to sit and wait by the time they bring me down there. So most time, by the time I get there and see him, he has to leave.
Have you found women here that have been pregnant before in jail that have kind of given you some, you know, advice or spoken to you about what it was like?
We talked, but not really. We usually talk about how the kids are, and if we see each other ever again, we say, where's the baby now? You know, a lot of us get our kids taken away from CPS. This time I don't want to lose my baby. I want to keep my baby. So I'm hoping that, you know, with my plea agreement and everything, I can get out 10 months from, 6 months from now. So I got a year sentence, so that'll be about 10 months I have to do. But yeah, us pregnant women, we'll remember each other, because that's the hardest thing is being pregnant in here. It's a lot of emotions up and down and stuff.
I have an 18-year-old daughter and a 15-year-old son. In spite of me, they've actually grown up pretty well. So my daughter has gotten accepted into college. She'll be going to U of A with a full scholarship next year. So I'm really proud of her. And my son is doing well as a freshman in high school out here. So, you know, but that's because their dad mostly has done a really good job raising them.
And it's hard for my family to see me here, you know. I don't think anyone wants to see a loved one behind bars. My grandmother is real supportive of me. You know, she's 79. She comes up here every week, faithfully, and I love her for that. It's hard to be a mom from behind bars. It's hard to be a family member here, period. And then you have people here that don't have family, and it's hard to see that.
Being without your family is definitely the toughest part. A lot of people come in here on drugs. You know, they're doing drugs out there. This is their time to sober up. And they don't realize what they miss. You know, they don't realize the family that's actually there by their side until they come in here, you know. And by that time, it's too late for a lot of them, you know. A lot of them are headed off for a long time.
Children who have mothers behind bars, how awful that must be for them. And I noticed that unless I pried it out of these women, they were very nonchalant about their children on the outside. They were very stoic, very calm about having all of their parental rights severed. I just can't imagine being away from my children and it not tearing me apart.
Lopez? I don't ask for sympathy. I just ask for a little bit more help with some of the programs, maybe a little, you know, some kind of thing for the drug addiction. That's all. I don't ask for sympathy because I understand that I'm a criminal. You know, I do deserve to be treated bad because I don't think about my children or youth out in the public. But I do ask for some more programs.
People make mistakes. We make mistakes, and we're not the things that we've done. They're just things that we've done. We are individuals. You know, we deserve second chances. We deserve the opportunity to get life right. And, you know, I can only speak for myself when I say that, you know, this is my last time. This is my last chance. So I hope to get it right this time.
So I'm afraid when you go back out, you're going to go right back with the same people and get all caught up in the same stuff.
For me, I know when I leave these doors, it's like we return to the party and the people are like, where have you been at? It's been like 6 months, you know?
They don't miss you.
I came back for the party. They're like,
the only people that are missing you are your
That's what it feels like. You go back to the party,
to get away from something that was not going right for you out there.
Amen.
And you know, the man above knows the reason, and you know the reason, and it just do some soul searching.
I just wonder
and figure it out, you know?
sometimes if you would have died out there.
I've been coming in and out of jail all my life, and I'm finally done. But I'm done because I've grown out of the stupidity, I think. You know, I didn't get it the first time. I didn't get it the second time. I didn't get it the fourth or fifth time. You know, I'm at the age to where, you know, I need to do something different if I want to continue to live. You know the old saying, don't trust someone that bleeds for 7 days and don't die? Yeah, living with a bunch of females like living in a pit of snakes. You know, it's constantly watch your back.
You're around these women all day long. You smell them, you're with them, you know what's going on with their life. You know, you see so much manipulation, so many lies, and so many con artists in here. It just gets frustrated to the point where you just don't talk to nobody no more. Everybody's trying to get somebody for something. If it's for commissary, if it's for monies to get bailed out, everybody's trying to do something. It's like there's no more honest people left.
There's always going to be that personality issue, I think, between some women, but we try to get along. You know, you become family with each other. That's all you've got in here. You know, when you don't have your own family or the support of your own family, this is all you've got.
I don't like to associate with many people because there's just so much drama. Like, you can't trust anything that anybody says. Everything that everybody says is usually just a lie or a glorifying of their crimes.
It's hard to even discuss like my charges with people because they look at me like, you're in here for nothing. But to me it's something, but to them it's like, if it's not home invasions, murders or something, it's considered small.
It sometimes reminds me of little kids, you know, because it's a bunch of women who, you know, of course, have their cycles and get emotional and get, you know, all these different feelings that happen and, you know, all this he said, she said. And
I've known some women here for like a long time, so I just stay around what I'm used to, what I know, and I stay away from what I don't know.
I feel out of sort sometimes, but when you get to know each individual in here, you become friends, you know, and I feel like there's a lot of innocent people here, and I don't know, maybe I'm too trusting, I don't know what it is, but I've come to grow as a family with a lot of the girls here, and they're really nice.
2, 4, 6, 7. Big 6 to the board. How many do it take to get on the board?
Oh, big 6 or big 5? Can I get in?
Yeah, I always keep to myself, and then as people, you sort of let them come to you, is what I learned. Because you sort of go up to people, then they're like, they pull away from you, like, who are you, you know? Yeah, because you hear a lot of comments, you're just a crack whore, you're just a crackhead, prostitute, you know, especially when the drug dealers come in, and you're like, man, get out of here.
I've seen a lot of stuff in here, believe it or not, and it's crazy. I just sit back and watch, you know, that's all I do. I don't get involved with it. You know, I just let it be. It is what it is, you know. And then afterwards, when everybody's done, a lot of people do come to me to ask for advice, you know, and I'll give my 2 cents.
There's always an ulterior motive behind. There's always a hidden agenda. Everything, you cannot take anything for face value from anybody, you know. I mean, you can swear, oh, well, I've been doing this time with this person for so long, you know. There's a hidden agenda.
Come on, ladies. Come on, Leon. Let's go.
When you go to bed at night, what do you think about? Do you think about your children? Do you think about just getting the hell out of here? What do you think about?
Personally, I think about whether or not this next 9 years that I have to do is going to go by quick. How I'm going to spend it. What I'm going to do to, you know, to keep, you know, keep a clear head and not, you know, fall off track and, you know, fall into a depression mode or, you know.
I think is this going to be the time to change my life? Because so much has happened and nothing has opened my eyes. So is this what needs to change my life? Is this what I need to actually go? Because I've had many opportunities in life. I've had really good people in my life. I have a really good support team in my life where I've had opportunities to do so much with my life, but I still chose to go back to the neighborhood and gangbang. I've been moved to Oklahoma. I've been moved to Scottsdale. I mean, I went to the best high school, Chaparral High School in Arizona. Like, I've had opportunities, but I chose to go other way. Like, am I finally going to get the tools that have been given to me and actually use them?
I hate the fact that I'm going away for so very long, but hopefully this time will be the last time, and hopefully this time I'll learn my lesson, and that I'm in some ways lucky, because for me this might be the one time that saves me. It could be the one time and the last time that changes me. I'm a recovering heroin addict, and I've been in and out of the system for quite some time now, and I'm tired, and I'm ready for a change. And hopefully this 4 years I'm about to do is going to do that.
I'm done. I'm definitely done. I'm too old for this. You know, I'm 43 and my health is not good, so I regret that I chose the lifestyle that I lived in my past because I didn't have to.
A change, I need a change. A change, I barely admitted to my probation officer that I've been doing drugs. So I'm hoping like to change now, you know. I'm hoping for some kind of change, something, and you know.
People can come in here and they can complain, but somebody's always gonna have it worse than you. Like, no matter what you're facing, no matter how much time, somebody always has it worse than you, whether you're getting 25 to life or natural life, death penalty. Like, when women come in here and they complain, like, I just feel like everybody should be responsible for your actions. Exactly. Like, I don't like this life, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna come in here and start like crying about it when I'm the one that put myself in here.
You know, they want to go into what happened to them as a kid, or they've been raped, or this or that. But you know what? Even us as inmates, even as cops, even probably you guys, everybody's had a bad life. You mean, it's what you make of it. We chose to find another way out. You guys chose to build a better life. You mean, sometimes people have to go to counseling. We don't know what's behind somebody else's story, so stop trying to make excuses and blame everybody else. You do this. You get out and you still go back to the streets. It's your fault, so stop coming here. And that's where most of the animosity comes in here, is the complaining and somebody crying and just, God, you did it. Shut the up, please, you did it. And then they come in like 6 months later and the cops get used to it. The cops can tell you, they see the same faces over and over again.
It's like a revolving door.
I know, I've been in here many times. And they're like, you're back again, Dean? Yep. It's true.
If you come to jail and you like it, keep doing what you're doing. If you come to jail and you don't like it, it's simple. Stop doing what you're doing. Make different decisions and you'll have different choices.
I used to have all these dreams about when I would see my fiance again. I would dream I would look up and he'd be there. And they were so real. But do you ever dream? What do you dream? What is the dream? When you walk out the door, what happens?
I don't walk out the door. I'm always at home. I'm at home. And my mom tells me it was, you don't remember? You got out, you don't? And I told her, no. I was like, and I walk outside and the sun's shining on me and I could feel the heat from the sun and the fresh air and everything. But I never walk out the doors. I'm always home.
Now, why does that make you cry?
Because I want to go home. Because all I think about is my family.
Sometimes all you need is a good foundation.
Exactly.
All you need is a couple of months. All you need is a few years to get you rolling in the right direction. This may be the last time. I hope and I pray that this is the last time for me and that my life will get better after this.
I tend to think that every time I come in here, I'll change, but I just feel the drugs pull me back out, Not even, however long it takes me to go back to my old neighborhood, it's hard because that's about my sober time right there. So the bus ride over there, and there's a lot of dreams and goals and situations that we dream of and think of, but as soon as we hit that fresh air, it's over.
Most of us have dreams that we'll never see realized. And that's a hard thing. But as far as doing the things that I wanted to do, becoming a doctor, things like that, that's never gonna happen for me now.
Anybody got a message you want to send out?
Jaleesa, if you hear me, I love you and I'm sorry. And I just want you to be here for me. Give me another chance. I never meant to abandon you guys.
I just want to say I love my twins very much. They know that. E.T. phone home. My mother, please contact me. It's been quite some time and I'm here. Please get in touch with me. My brother, I'm sorry. My stepdad, you're the bomb. I love you.
I just wanted to say to the foster care parents, thanks. My kids shouldn't suffer for me being a drug addict. And I just appreciate you guys and God bless you.
I just want to thank everybody that supports me because they still have faith when I don't.
And what do you want to say?
I just want to thank my sister and Erica for being there for me through this whole entire thing, every single day, no matter what. They don't miss a beat. I love you guys.
I love you, Jen. I love you, Mom, and Brandy, all my mother-in-law, my brother-in-law. I love you guys. And thank you for supporting me. And I'll see you guys soon.
I could blame it on everything, but when it comes right down to it, it was me. I made the wrong decisions. I made the wrong choices. Everybody has free will. And my free will was always on a path of destruction.
I just look at it like, I can't let my time do me. I have to do my time. I chose to put myself with that crowd, with those people, so I have to, of course, accept the consequences that are given to me, and I have no choice but to go and do the time.
I mean, it's what we deserve, actually, being incarcerated in here. I mean, we don't think about who we're hurting or whose moms or what children. We don't actually think about none of that stuff, our own children, until we're incarcerated.
If I could do it all over again, I would never lose my freedom. Because freedom is one thing that we have that we don't have in here. And freedom is very precious and when we're out there, we take advantage of it, and it's not something that you play with. It's something that you guard and you cherish, because freedom is everything to me.
If you come to jail, just stay to yourself. It's not a place to make friends. You come here by yourself, you'll leave by yourself.
Can you say goodbye, friend, in sign language for me?